Hey guys, Rick Silver here. And what I wanted to talk to you today was the two biggest mistakes that I've ever made that greatly affected my ability to earn money. It affected the amount of money in my bank account, and it affected all these things in a truly negative way. So these two things that I did, you're going to see are really complete opposites, but neither of them work. And I guarantee you that either you or someone in your family or someone that you know has done one of these things and maybe both, and probably have seen the same negative result that I have. And then in my upcoming video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to fix it. So first things first, if we go back about 15 years ago, okay, I was running my martial arts schools and becoming wildly successful at it. I had massive success. So as I was becoming more and more successful and my income was increasing, well, my expenses also increased. And they increased at the same amount. Okay? And actually my expenses at the end were higher. So what exactly happened? Well, I ended up falling into this pattern of really what you would consider keeping up with the Joneses. I bought the big house, and that house wasn't good enough, and I bought not only a bigger house, but it was the model home, and very, very expensive vehicles, and going out to eat all the time, and not really, not respecting money. So this is number one. The first mistake was not respecting money. What do I mean by not respecting money? Well, I believe that when you live beyond your means, you are not respecting money. And what ends up happening is, even though you have the big house and you have nice stuff, I like to call it, I can't remember who told this to me years ago, but it's like cowboy. Big hat, no cattle. Okay? So I didn't, at the highest of the highs, I didn't have any more money in my bank and in my savings than when I was, running a much, much smaller operation. And it really didn't make any sense to me at the time. Now, looking back now, it does make sense. Again, because I wasn't respecting money. I was trying to keep up with the Joneses. I was trying to keep up the appearances. And that's why I had all these things. And you know what? Things just don't make you happy. Okay? And that's one huge lesson that I learned. So mistake number one, not respecting money. Okay, now mistake number two is on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, but it's equally destructive when it comes to your success and your wealth. So, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know that, I was at the highest of the high and I lost everything. And when I was, starting to make myself, get back, move up the ladder a little bit, I really had this mentality of lack. It was a lack mentality now. So the opposite end of the spectrum. And what is the lack mentality? Well, it was for me, if I went to the grocery store and I'm trying to, eat healthier. Well, you know what? Those organic vegetables and fruits are much, they're more expensive. They're a few dollars more than the other stuff. Well, what would I do? I was pinching my pennies and I would buy the less expensive stuff, regardless of the impact that it had on my body. It's a hell of a lot cheaper to go to McDonald's and order a value meal than it is to eat very, very healthy. So you know what? I like McDonald's. I would eat at McDonald's. And I wasn't taking care of my health. And I had this lack mentality in everything that I was doing. I wouldn't join a gym because, the membership, that's a little pricey for that membership. And all these attitudes that I had in the past where I was keeping up with the Joneses, I thought that if I just did the opposite, I would see a change. I would see my bank account rise. But what ended up happening is the opposite. You know, my bank account didn't rise, even though I was pinching pennies. You know, and one thing that I noticed, even with the clothes that I was buying, well, yeah, I was buying a cheaper type of clothing, but they weren't lasting as long. So I'd have to go buy more of the cheaper type of clothing, rather than, if I needed some clothing for work or for whatever, buying something that was of quality that was going to last. So I really made a huge paradigm shift after going through both ends of the spectrum, the not respecting money and then the lack mentality. And once I did that, I saw big changes in everything. I saw big changes in my health. Big changes in the way that my appearance. Big changes in my bank account. Things started to really change. So what I encourage you to do is like, comment, and if you know anybody that maybe was going through a similar situation, share this video with them. Always you can contact me at the contact info below, and tune in to my next video where I'm going to share with you exactly what I did to get out of this, to fix those two huge mistakes that I made that greatly hurt my ability to become successful. So tune in next time, and I'm going to share with you the solution. Have a great day.